This is the famous Hennon Street, so this is pretty old school. Very much a mining town, based on the gold rush days in the early days. It was gold mining. Still gold mining now, but also ore, nickel and associated other minerals.
The economies here are very heavily dependent upon the mining industry. Jason comes from the mining world in his former life. His knowledge of mining operations has been critical.
This is the super pit.
There was just a massive expansion and many hundreds of billions spent on developing new resources and supporting those staff that live on site in these remote areas. We supply and support Speed Queen equipment throughout Western Australia. It was a fairly small business when I bought it.
Been there all day.
It was before the mining boom, and I've had a fairly aggressive expansion. A lot of it was taking advantage of the opportunities offered in the mining industry.
We've had to travel 2,000 kilometres to be in the field.
There's environmental factors such as hard water, high levels of dirt in the linen, iron ore, dust.
Like anywhere, if you've got people that need to do washing, they need a laundry.
Look, this is where we keep all our washing facilities for the guys.
A typical day for a mechanic would be grease from top to bottom. A typical day for a worker out on site would be quite a lot of dirt. Out on the field, it is hard going and hard conditions. It is important to ensure that the comforts that they have at home are replicated whilst they're at work to ensure that their mind is on the job.
It's pretty wild.
McNally is one of the largest producers here in Western Australia. Build these buildings day in and day out for the mining industry.
Sorting table coming up back to the door. Your standard donga is basically a 4-person or a 3-person accommodation style building. We personally like using Speed Queens due to the double stack washer dryers. You've got a washer and a dryer in the one unit. It's a lot easier in space. We've been using Speed Queens since we started, so about 5 years, and we haven't had one fail since. So the linen room comes to about here. Mine site is in the middle of nowhere, so you do need that reliability. So we put a lot of emphasis on making sure that all our machines are fit for purpose, they will stand up and they will survive.
There's a unique marketplace here in this mining arena where they're so harsh on the equipment. The equipment can't go down. That's not an option.
We have a lot of customers that can be in excess of 5,000 kilometres away, and they need a very long life out of their washing machines. So the opportunity was seen to improve the longevity of the machine by fitting an excluded lip seal. The seal assembly was drawn up and fitted as a pilot trial at some heavy application sites. Performed very well, so the decision was made to fit the excluded lip seal to all Horizon equipment that left our warehouse from that point forward.
When I asked Jason, I said, what's the incident rate with machines that you've installed this seal? And he says, well, I haven't had to change a single one. And I went, okay, now you have my attention.
It was a Speed Queen idea they used to use in the old Superload 2 machines. It just keeps the water out. So we looked at adapting it to the Horizon. It was just a matter of making up a block to suit and putting the V-ring seal in.
He sends the part to us. We now install them, and you have this really good marriage of a machine that is unique in the industry and that really stands up to the test of everything that the miners can throw at it.
We had a quick look at the first one, and they did a very good job. So it was impressive.
Our customers are looking for longevity, they're looking for ease of operation and support and backup. That's the big selling point for us. There's certainly not a product on the market that can match Speed Queen for longevity. Our machines are basically suitable for any application. There's certainly no environment that's too tough for Speed Queen laundry equipment.
Knowing that these are the harshest conditions on the planet for our laundry equipment to work in, and they work day in and day out, that's pretty gratifying, actually.